They've been around since the age of the dinosaurs, ruling our planet's swamps, rivers, and lakes. They're some of the most powerful reptiles on this planet. Nature's perfect ambush predators. But is that a crocodile? Or an alligator? Wait, what about that weird one with the long, skinny snout? Today we're breaking down the differences between crocodiles, alligators, and their lesser known cousins. First things first, crocodilians aren't just one species. They belong to a group called Crocodilia, which includes three main families. The first family is Crocodilidae. This family includes all crocodiles and extinct crocodiles. This is the most well-spread family. They can be found in Africa, Asia, and the Americas, as well as Australia. Our second family is Alligatoridae. This includes all alligators, caimans, and their extinct cousins. This family can be found in freshwater habitats in the Americas, and there is also one species of alligator in China. The last family is Gharialidae. This family only includes two species that are Gharials and false Gharials. They are native to South and Southeast Asia. Alright, now that we know they're all related, let's talk about how you tell them apart. First, let's talk about the most obvious difference, the snouts. Crocodilidae have a narrow V-shaped snout. This is built for slicing through the water. This shape also helps them hunt in both fresh and saltwater environments, allowing for more precision and speed when striking in the water. However, Alligatoridae have a wider, fatter U-shaped snout, built for crushing. Their bite force is one of the strongest in the whole animal kingdom, perfect for crushing through bones, turtle shells, and anything unlucky enough to end up in their jaws. This is why they tend to go for slower, harder prey compared to crocodiles that go for faster moving prey. And Gharialidae have a super long, skinny snout that is designed for catching fish with very little resistance in the water. So if it's got a wide round snout, it's probably an alligator. If it's a more pointed snout, probably a crocodile. And if it's ridiculously long and thin, that's a gharial. If you look closely, crocodiles have teeth that are always visible. Both bottom and top teeth are, even when its mouth is shut. These dagger-like fangs also make it look like they're always smiling, which I think is quite cute. On the other hand, alligators and caimans have their teeth fit neatly inside their jaws. However, sometimes their top teeth can be visible, but not very much. And gharials have lots of thin, needle-like teeth for gripping sleepy fish coming out of their long, skinny snouts. So remember, if the teeth are shown, it's a crocodile. If the teeth are hidden, it's an alligator. And if it's lots of thin, needle-like teeth, it's a gharial. Their habitats and territories are also very different, with crocodiles living in both fresh and salt waters in tropical regions of Africa, Asia, Australia, and South America. However, alligators stick only to American freshwaters like ponds, lakes, swamps, and slow-moving rivers. And the gharials and false gharials call the freshwater rivers and sandy banks of South Asia their home. Another way to tell them apart is by colour. Alligators and caimans have skin that is a darker shade of grey, almost black in colour, whilst crocodiles and gharials have a more olive green and sometimes sandy coloured skin. Size-wise, crocodiles generally get a lot bigger, with the saltwater crocodile being the largest living reptile, grown over 20 feet or 6 meters long. Meanwhile, alligators max out at around 13 feet, which is still a respectable size nonetheless. Gharials tend to be a lot skinnier and can grow between 16 to 20 feet or around 4 meters long. And the caimans tend to be smaller than their alligator cousins, but this still depends on the actual species. For example, the largest caiman species, which is the black caiman, can grow up to 13 feet, which is similar to alligators. However, most caimans are a lot smaller, like the dwarf caiman, which can grow to 4.9 feet or around 1.5 meters long. Crocodilians aren't just big, they're also very speedy. Most crocodiles can get up to speeds of 12 to 14 kilometers per hour, and alligators can get as fast as 35 miles per hour. The last thing we're going to talk about is behaviour. Different species of crocodilian behave slightly different. For example, crocodiles are more aggressive and territorial, when alligators are generally more chill. However, they will still defend themselves if provoked. Unlike their caiman cousins, who act more like crocodiles, being more aggressive. And gharials are mostly shy and non-dangerous towards humans. Well, I think that's all the differences, but before we go, let's have a recap. If the crocodilian has a U-shaped head, it means it's rather an alligator or caiman. If it has a V-shaped head and teeth sticking out, it's a crocodile. And if it has a super skinny long head, it's a gharial or false gharial. If it's dark skinned and lived in fresh waters, it's probably alligator or caiman. And if it's lighter skinned and lives in salt water, it's probably a crocodile, although some crocodiles can live in fresh water as well. And if it's a super shy pescatarian, then it will be a gharial.